Hey guys, let's have some fun. Let's bring him in now. Let's bring in the founder and CEO of Hall Financial, our friend, your friend, everybody's friend, the great David Hall.
D Hall.
D Hall, how you doing, my friend?
What's happening, guys?
Well, we're trying to fix the Detroit Lions first, David. Do you have any fixes for the Detroit Lions at all?
Well, I think so. And I got a funny story. You guys might like this. So when I was like 9 years old, which is a long time ago, I talked my mom into calling me in sick for the NFL draft every year because I loved watching the NFL draft. This was when it was on Tuesday morning, 8 a.m. Nobody was really paying attention to it 40 years ago. And I'd have my draft board all ready to go. I was playing GM when I was a young kid because I loved strategy. And the funny thing about thinking about the Lions, this year is with these two first round picks, I'm reading all about how maybe with the second one they should take a quarterback. But isn't it just obvious that they need to continue to build great talent, stick with Goff one more year, and then think about adding the quarterback next year? Or are you guys not in the majority, not with me on that?
David, that's exactly what we've been talking about. I just don't think they're there yet. I mean, build up everywhere else on this football team and then go get your quarterback if Goff isn't the guy. He's just 26 years old.
No doubt. 100%. David, did you see me? Did you see me in the stands back in the day at the Radio City Music Hall? I was at a few of those.
Maz was the bouncer, David.
You know what I love about Maz is that Maz, I feel like when he wears the Lions jacket like that today, he's just taunting people because he knows that how deep the pain is here. And as an East Coast guy, he's kind of adopted the Lions, but he knows it's a mess. He knows it. This is like him taunting us.
It's not. I love them.
You're 100% correct because whenever he wants to, he can slide out and talk about how many trophies the Giants and the Jets have put together. So you're 100% right about that.
Slide around. Maz likes to slide around.
Exactly. Hey, Dave.
But one other thing, though. What about this report that Hutchinson only has one move and that the Lions shouldn't take Hutchinson? You guys read that GM report yesterday?
I read it right with you.
It's all just posturing. They're trying to get him to slide down. Down.
You only got one move, too, but it's a winning move. What the hell's the difference?
Right. I'm lucky to have one. I'm lucky to have one move.
Flame broke. No
hey, there's a guy that's got multiple moves, and you've got a partnership with him, and we want people in on this. Courtside with Cade, thanks to Hall Financial. It's an online contest. Call hallfirst.com/Cade for a chance to win the Cade Cunningham courtside experience. So David Hall, we've been running commercials for this. We see them all over the place. Very exciting stuff with the number 1 overall pick of the Detroit Pistons. Tell us how this all went down and then what you want the people to do.
Yeah, so when Cade, got drafted by the Pistons, some people had got him in contact with me because he was buying a house, and so we helped him out with that. And he's just just the humblest, nicest guy. I can say kid now that I'm 50, but just a great kid, and just seemed like somebody that we would want to have attached to our brand at Hall Financial as well. And so he's done some really great work in the community with us. In fact, next week he's going to be helping us give out some books to some kids, which is going to be a great thing. And we'll talk more about that later. But when we said, hey, why don't we do a courtside with Cade promotion and you do a meet and greet and we'll have folks, we'll give them the tickets. He was all in on it. In fact, the other day, our guys at our office got all pumped up because I think we posted something about it on Instagram and Cade shared it. And so, he does these things that aren't like he's not contractually obligated. He's just a great kid. So he's been a great partner for us in terms of spreading the word about Hall Financial. And between having him go into some schools where kids obviously get excited about or doing meet and greets with people, it's been a great relationship for us, and we hope to continue it for a long time. Cade could become, the biggest star in Michigan sports over the next 10 years. He's that talented. And if the Pistons continue to build and grow, it could be a really fun story. So anybody that wants to enter to win, they can certainly go to our site. I think it's callhallfirst.com/Cade, and you can enter to win. And somebody's going to be on the court, sitting courtside, which, as you guys know, is a great experience. And then they get a chance to meet Cade. I think it's after the game, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
David, I appreciate that you guys do that work with him, passing out books and being in the community. I have always thought it was important for players to get in that community, endear themselves to that community, because you have an option. You have a chance to help people, to do things. So I really appreciate that. You as a Michigan guy, March 15th, we will be back at All Financial. I can't wait. But around that same time, the Big Ten tournament should be over. Does Michigan have a chance to win that Big Ten tournament? And will they get in the regular tournament? What do you think?
Well, I think they absolutely have a chance. I mean, when you see them play well, they can play with anybody. You know, it's just all a matter of consistency as far as I'm concerned with this team. They've been a fun team to follow, but a little frustrating at times because I think we were all hoping for a little bit better year. But, you know, as we know, it all happens in March, you know, and that's the beauty of college basketball now is that when you get to March, that's when you can make your whole dream of the season a reality, no matter sort of what has happened previously in the season. I think if these guys get to the Big Ten championship game, I think they're going to get in. But I think they need to have a nice run, in my view, in the Big Ten tournament if they're going to get into the tournament. But, you know, we'll see. It'll be interesting to see how they do. And certainly the other night beating up on Michigan State was helpful.
Had a lot of fun with that one.
Yes, sir.
Had a lot of fun with that one. Well, David, thanks so much. We'll see you on the 15th. And again, callhallfirst.com/Cade. Chance to win that courtside experience with Cade Cunningham. 2 courtside seats and a meet and greet with Cade Cunningham. The grand prize drawing will be on March 14th. We will see you on March 15th. And we're looking forward to it, man. Thanks so much for everything you do in the community and for us here at Woodward Sports.
Looking forward to getting you guys into our offices. That's going to be a fun day. Our team is pumped up about it. But before I go, I'm putting you guys all on Mock Draft 1.0. Who do the Lions take with the number 2 selection in the draft? Are you guys all on Hutchinson, or is anybody not on Hutchinson?
Trade the pick if you can, but if you pick it 2, it's got to be Hutchinson.
I'm afraid of him. I say trade it.
Trade it?
Yep.
Trade it if you can. Go with Kayvon Thibodeau if you can.
Okay, there we go. We got
Thibodeau.
Kayvon
I'm
Thibodeau.
all in on the trade thing, but I haven't heard much trade talk about the pick, at least from what I've been reading. Is there momentum to that at all, or is that just, you know, you guys kind of putting it out there?
Brad Holmes is very quiet. He's very sneaky. He doesn't give you anything. It hasn't been out there for a reason.
David, I think the reason why the number one reason why I say trade the pick is because I feel like this is a draft of a lot of solid players. And the more picks you can get, the more holes you can fill. I think Aiden Hutchinson is a really fine player. He could be your defensive end for the next 8 years and be really solid. Is he going to be a TJ Watt type guy that's just going to be a disruptor and win the Defensive Player of the Year or be in the top 5 of the Defensive Player of the Year for the next 6, 8, 10 years? I don't think so. So the more picks you can get, if you can get 6, trade with Carolina and get pick 6 or pick 20 and just start adding picks like crazy.
Talk to the Eagles. Eagles got 3 picks.
Eagles have 3 picks in the top 20
they need a quarterback.
17, 18, 19.
There's opportunity out there. But whoever they get, I believe in Brad Holmes. I do believe in Brad Holmes, rightfully or wrongfully. That's where I'm at with that.
All right, thank you guys. Listen, have a great show. Love it.
You got it, my man. Thanks so much.